Most online courses fail, not because the idea or course itself is bad, but because the creator skipped one crucial step. They built a course, but not the engine that sells it. See, that was me back in 2013. I had a great idea for a piano course, and I poured everything into creating it. 8 months of late nights after work, squeezing it in around family life. And when it finally launched, crickets. Not a single sale. I was frustrated, honestly kind of scared. My wife asked me if this was going to work, and I didn't have an answer. It turns out it wasn't as easy as if you build it, they will come. I had basically no traffic, no message that converted, no irresistible offer, no system to bring in sales consistently. And that's exactly why I've created Genesis Courses 2.0. Because once I discovered the formula for building a sales engine and not just a course, everything changed. Because once I had the right formula in place, the right system, my piano course started bringing in at least 5 figures a month, sometimes even 6, and has done so for nearly a decade. It's now done over $4 million and has helped more than 10,000 paying students. But what matters even more to me is because of that system, I now work less than 5 hours a week on that business, and that's allowed me to take extended trips with my family, including a recent 4-month RV adventure across the US, living abroad for several months at a time, and just an unbelievable amount of freedom, while the course continues to bring in money every single day. And look, this isn't just my story. When I started sharing this system with others, they got results too. Susan Osborne built a course business teaching freelance bookkeeping, and now that brings in over $30,000 each month. Dean Booty in England made over 100,000 pounds in just 6 months, teaching people to start self-storage businesses. Claire Ellerbrock is a psychiatric nurse practitioner, and her course, Helping Other Psychiatric Nurse Practitioner, now brings in over $18,000 a month. It's allowed her to quit her job, live that life of freedom, and she's about to retire her husband as well. And of course, there's Spencer Russell, who turned his Toddlers Can Read program into a multi-7-figure business. Now, these aren't marketing gurus. They're regular people with a passion for their niche who packaged that knowledge up and launched with the Genesis system and built engines that sell every day. They didn't just create courses, they built thriving course businesses. So what is Genesis Courses 2.0? Genesis Courses 2.0 is specifically designed for aspiring course creators to create not only an online course, but an online course business that is profitable and makes sales on autopilot every single day. It's a proven step-by-step system that helps you implement the exact system and formula that took me from crickets to a business that changed my life and is changing the lives of my students too. So you can have the confidence that you're working on the right things in the right order. Genesis is confidence in your niche and messaging. So you know you won't go through all the effort of creating a course that doesn't actually sell. And it's going beyond the online course and setting up all the components of a profitable online course business, so you're not like most people who fizzle out and quit with little to show for all that effort. It's mentorship, coaching, and direct feedback and accountability from me and my team. You'll not only get the systems I personally use to run a 7-figure online course business, but you'll get feedback from my actual team that helped me get these results. And it's a framework that simply works, no matter your industry or tech background. This isn't about creating content and hoping it sells. It's about building the machine that makes it sell day in and day out. So let me show you exactly how we get you these results. First, we're going to focus on nailing your niche. We make sure you're solving a real problem that people will pay for. You'll craft a message that immediately clicks with your audience. Next, we'll show you how to build your audience without wasting money on paid ads or needing to go viral. We'll help you grow a list of engaged followers who are eager to buy before your course is even live. Then we'll show you how to validate. You'll pre-sell your offer with a simple, minimal viable product. This is where the first sales come in even before your course is fully built. And finally, the Genesis machine. This is where everything clicks: your offer, your funnel, your email sequences, and of course, your course, all working together to sell on autopilot. And when all of these come together, that's when you have a real business, not just a course collecting dust. And most importantly, you'll have freedom. Freedom to work from anywhere, to design your schedule, and to help people, and get paid well to do it. Now, I'm sure all that sounds pretty great, but let me show you exactly what's included with Genesis Courses 2.0 for you to be able to do this. First is the Genesis Training Vault. This is the step-by-step roadmap that you'll follow. This is the core training taught by me, where I'll hold your hand through every step of the process. You'll follow along, implement as you go, and never wonder, what should I be doing next? Now, I've sold this course alone for $5,800, but the Genesis Courses 2.0 program comes with so much more so you can get the best possible results. You see, my goal with Genesis is 100% success rate. So that's why I'm including feedback, coaching, and accountability along with this training. With Genesis, you'll be able to submit your work for review. Every step of the way, we'll review your work and give you crystal clear, actionable feedback so you're always confident that you're on the right track. You'll get access to coaching calls with me every 2 weeks. These are live calls where you can join to check in on your progress or get your questions answered by me personally so you can drive consistent results and not get stuck. If you can't make a particular session, we have a place where you can leave questions ahead of time and watch the replay at your convenience. You'll have access to my entire world-class team that has helped me build and grow my own business. We have a content and social media coach in the program that will help you develop or refine your strategy for driving growth and traffic. We have an expert copywriter who will review any scripts, emails, sales copy, and so on that you develop. And we have a systems and strategy expert to help you in those areas as well. And of course, I'm inside the program as well, but I've built this team very intentionally because having access to the right experts is one of the biggest accelerators of success. You won't just learn from me, you'll get direct support from the same team that's helped me grow my business to over $4 million. You'll also get my done-for-you sales pages, email sequences, and video scripts so you'll know exactly what to say and show in any videos or anything you put out there in order to move your audience to action. We've done the hard work, you just plug in your info. You'll get our exclusive AI tools trained on the Genesis process to help you brainstorm, write, and implement everything faster. You'll get access to our private community. It's a distraction-free space to connect with other A-player course creators to get support and share wins. And finally, we have another new addition to what you get inside of this version of Genesis. And this was added by high demand inside the program, but you will get access to Piano in 21 Days. You'll get access to the latest and greatest version of my piano course. This is primarily so that you can see it. This is the 6th version of my course, and I'm very, very proud of where it is, and it has helped so many people learn piano. So if you want to see what a very high-level course looks like, or heck, maybe you even want to learn piano yourself, then Piano in 21 Days 6.0 is available for you inside of Genesis Courses 2.0. So let's recap what all you're getting here. It's the Genesis Courses Training Vault. This is all the pre-recorded training that is taught by me, the step-by-step process where you follow along and implement as you go. You get the personalized feedback, which many people find is the most valuable part of the program, where every time you're working on something, you submit it to us for review so that you can make sure that you're implementing things correctly, properly, and for maximum impact and result. You get those bi-weekly calls with me, and so you can show up and update your progress or ask any burning questions you have, something you're getting stuck with, and I'll coach you there live and help you get through it and answer all your questions on those sessions. There's the support from my expert team. I mentioned the various other coaches and people inside the program, the social media and content coach, the copywriter. Those people are absolutely amazing. The systems and strategy expert. And then, of course, I'm in there as well. You've got the proven templates and scripts, so you can just plug in things as you go. But then you also get our exclusive AI tools that we've been developing over the past year or two that just we've got to be using AI or we're going to be left behind. And so we programmed these with all of our frameworks and systems to make everything really, really easy for you. We've got the private community. It's not Facebook. Everything's all in one place. So you've got the community where you interact with the other people going through Genesis. And then, of course, you get access to Piano in 21 Days 6.0 as well. If you just want to see what that looks like, or like I said, some people want to learn piano as well. And so a lot of people are asking for that. So that is available inside of this program as well. Everything you see here is what's included in the all-new Genesis Courses 2.0 program. We've carefully crafted each of these components to help you reach your goals of a highly profitable online course business in the fastest and easiest way possible. And this is a 12-month program. You'll have full access and support for an entire year, which gives you the space to do it right without rushing or getting stuck. Now, at this point, there are some common questions you might have that I want to go ahead and address. Does it really take 12 months? The answer is no, not always. Some people certainly finish within 3 to 6 months. We've had one creator launch and generate 6 figures in just 6 weeks, but 12 months gives you the space to do it right without rushing or stalling. You'll have full support for the entire year. Now, what if I finish early? Well, that's great. You still get access for the full 12 months so that you can continue to scale and refine with our support. And if you're ready for the next phase, you'll have the opportunity to graduate into our next level program where we help 6-figure course creators continue to grow and scale. I don't have the time right now. Look, if you can commit 5 to 10 focused hours a week, you can absolutely do this. We help you cut out all the fluff and focus on what actually works. I've tried other programs and didn't get results. Most programs give you information and leave you to figure it out. Genesis gives you a system, support, and real feedback, so you never feel stuck or alone. Plus, we've built in generous guarantees, which I'll share with you in just a minute, so you can move forward with total confidence, knowing you won't be risking money on something that doesn't work for you. Now, if you add all of it up, the training, the coaching, the expert feedback, templates, AI tools, and more, the total value is over $25,000. And I've sold similar programs in the past for $1,500 per month. But I try really hard to weigh that balance between providing you with incredible value and results while making it accessible to those who need it most. And if you really think about it, what you're going to be able to do with this program has the ability to earn you this amount of money right here in a year, in maybe a few months, or even monthly, depending on your niche, your audience, and how well you execute everything. I have plenty of past students who are earning in excess of this value right here on just a monthly basis. Of course, results certainly do vary. This is not a magic pill, and a lot of this is simply how much you put into it. I'm giving you everything you could possibly need to find success and reach your goals, and we will hold your hand as much as we can, but it's still up to you to put in the actual work. And this is not a program where we're trying to grow it to as big as possible and get as many people through it as possible, since my team and I dedicate so much personal attention to each of our students. All that being said, a limited number of you out there will be able to get into Genesis for far less than the value you see right here. So to join Genesis Courses 2.0, it's just $5.99 a month for 12 months. Once again, it's a 12-month program. You'll get access for an entire year, and $5.99 is the price you'll pay each month for the 12 months. And we do have an option for you to pay for the year up front and save 2 monthly payments. But for the next few days only, I'm actually knocking $100 off per month. So that's my offer to you today. Genesis Courses 2.0, everything I've listed here, for just $4.99 per month for the 12 months. Now, there's no buy now button on this page because this is application only. The reason is that I want to make sure that it's the right fit for you and that we can genuinely help you reach your goals. If Genesis Courses 2.0 sounds like the right fit for you, then click the apply button and we'll go from there. Now, here's what your next 12 months could look like inside the program. You've nailed your niche, you've built your audience, you've validated your course, you've started waking up to notifications of sales while you slept, and you're helping people every day. What would that do for you? Would you take a trip with your family? Would you quit your job? Spend more time on what matters to you the most? That's the power of a well-built online course business. And that's what's possible with Genesis Courses 2.0. Now let's talk about the guarantees. I really want to take all the risk off of you and make this a complete no-brainer. So to do that, here are the two parts to my Genesis guarantee. First, we have the 10-day risk-free trial. So with this, try the full program, everything that's included. We won't hold anything back for 10 days. If you decide it's not right for you within those first 10 days, just let me know and I'll refund you. No hard feelings, no questions asked. Look, I want you to make a truly informed decision, especially when you're joining a program like this. And sometimes that's not possible until you actually experience the inside. And so once you're on the inside, within those first 10 days, if you see it, you start playing with things, trying things out and seeing how things work. If you decide at that point it's not for you, then you can completely get out and get your money back. Now, the second part of the guarantee, because look, sometimes 10 days isn't long enough to know if something's going to work for you. The second part is my 90-day exit clause. Genesis is a 12-month commitment because that's what gets the best results. But if after 3 months, it's not the right fit, you've experienced it for 3 months, that's a long time. At that point, because of this guarantee, you can walk away at that point. You won't owe anything beyond those first 3 monthly payments. So with these two guarantees, you can move forward with confidence knowing you're fully protected and won't be wasting money on a program that doesn't work for you. Next, I want to share with you exactly what I'm looking for in the people that we work with for this opportunity. So you must be driven and ambitious. You must really care about driving results for your students. You must have a deeper why, something that goes beyond just making money. I want to believe in the impact that you're trying to make. You must have a clear and attainable 12-month vision. I don't want people looking for a magic pill or just having completely unrealistic goals. You must be willing to be coached. You must be pumped about doing this with a community of other eager course creators all over the world. And I must be confident that we can help you achieve your goals. Like I said, my goal with Genesis is a 100% success rate. So if I don't think you're cut out for this, if I think maybe you're in a niche that's just not going to work for this, then I'm not going to accept you into Genesis. So if all of that is you, your next step is to click the apply button. Once again, there's no buy now button because I want to make sure that you check all of these boxes before I welcome you into the program. That's really, really important for me. And now that we've covered who this is for, let me quickly address who this is not for. Genesis is not for you if you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme or a magic pill. You aren't willing to take action or don't care about creating real results for your students. If you've made it this far, chances are you're serious. So here's the next step. Click the apply button, fill out a short form, and let's see if Genesis Courses 2.0 is the right fit for you. From there, you'll either be accepted into the program or I'll point you to a better next step. And if you still need a little inspiration, stay tuned for a few case studies from real Genesis students just like you who made it happen. Click apply or stick around for the case studies.
I started, I literally had nothing. I had all these puzzle pieces. I just didn't know really how to put them all together.
I had been struggling for 2 or so years trying to create a course that was successful, profitable. I felt stressed all the time. I felt like I never had enough time. Where I was putting my time wasn't resulting in sales.
I was just super overwhelmed with the idea of creating an online course because of just how much it entails. There was so much online information and I had just had zero information. Finding a way to break this down into a manageable product seemed impossible for me.
I actually found out about Jacques through his podcast, and I heard him interview somebody, and I got really inspired by that.
I had a one-on-one call, and I ultimately decided not to work with him. I thought I could just kind of figure things out on my own, and Jacques was super respectful and understanding. He actually ended up reaching out to me 6 months later to check in to see how things were going with my business, and that was a real big wake-up call for me. My business was nowhere further along than when I talked to him 6 months previously.
Initially, I was a little bit concerned about the price since I am so new into my business, but in the last 2 months, I have more than made back what I have invested over the 3 months. Last month alone, we grew 43%, and that's a direct result of Jacques' feedback on my funnel.
It literally paid for itself in the first day and has just kept up sales ever since.
And I just thought, all right, that's it. I'm going to apply because it's almost like a shortcut. All I did was literally do what you said. The templates that you have, I just plugged it, played it. The sales letter, I just switched out what you had for my stuff, and it genuinely went like a dream. It was absolutely fantastic. So thank you so much for your guidance. It's been brilliant.
I was able to have my course launch within 3 weeks. So no course to course in 3 weeks. My first 40 students have gone through the course.
I still can't believe it. And I remember Jacques' story about his first sale, standing in a Starbucks line. But to be perfectly honest, my first sales were nuclear compared to that. I priced the course way beyond what I thought would be affordable. And I sold something like 10 of those courses to the initial low-hanging fruit in my initial email outreach. Course testimonials from people, a webinar structure that I can now use and refine, actual sales, which I cannot tell you how grateful I am for, and the confidence that I know I'm on the right track and I'm taking the right next steps. And I also know the order of the next steps.
Within 3 to 4 months, I did my first $10,000 month. And then after that, it's been pretty consistent and only growing since.
Honest to goodness, a year later, I had that.
It just like prints money, you know? It's crazy to wake up and you made $600 overnight selling courses. But the best thing of all is that it's just given me a ton of personal freedom to, you know, take days off if I need to be with my kids or my family. And I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner with my family some days. Most days I eat at least 2 meals with them.
The way that Jacques teaches that you can reach your target audience, no matter like who you are really, there is an audience out there specifically for you that are going to buy your product and use your business. Again, like this has just been absolutely life-changing for me.
So I would just encourage you, like if you've been on the fence, you've been thinking about it, just do it. Figure out what it is you want to teach and then trust Jacques to take you through the process. You won't regret it.
If one of my friends or someone here is on the fence about starting Jacques' program, I would 100% say go for it. It really was the biggest investment I probably have ever made in myself, maybe ever will make in myself, because I am getting constant sales and I have paid for Jacques' program over more than tenfold.
If I could go back and do it again, I wish I would have worked with Jacques right away and saved myself 6 months of time and stress and headache.